Deck the halls with Cash App notifications. Fa la 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 la. Hey guys, we are back with the season finale of Spilled Milk. Hey. If you are living under a rock, my name is Demi, Demetria, mother of Kittens, mother of Petty. I am the co-founder, CEO of because I was about to do one before the other, of the Bernadettes. Long live Bernie Sanders. But I am the CEO of the Anne Frank the Frankfurters. Sitting across from me, the bundles of the 7 C's, the prettiest skin you ever want to touch, the wig underneath my wig cap, so nice you have to say it twice. Dakota the Lee, Dakota the Lee. Hey, Dakota. And hi guys of YouTube. We are making this video for you, so you get to watch us while you listen to us.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out, how we're doing that.
We're going to figure it out.
Right. We'll probably post this Thursday and post the video Friday. That works. Perfect. Well, guys, let me get this out the way. Dakota, it is time to guess the song lyric.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Do you ever wonder when he don't come home who he goes to see, and why in the middle of the night he leaves you alone, he's with me? You know the song.
I do really do, because I'm singing it in my head, but I can't get the melody to say what it is.
Do you give up?
Give me 1 second. Say it one more. Say the last part one more time. While you're thinking of him, he's at home with me.
And why in the middle of the night he leaves you alone, he's with me.
Go ahead. I don't know it.
Do you ever wonder with me? Don't come home when he goes to see, and why in the middle of the night he leaves you alone? There's Destiny Child. He's with me.
Yeah,
he's with me. What I thought. You did know it. I knew you knew it because you were like, I thought you drop it.
I was singing it in my head, but I don't know. That's
all right. Next season, Dakota, we got you. Next season, you can ask me all of them. All right, guys. So 'tis the season, and it's just after Christmas, and it's time to wrap up the year. So today, we're gonna sit back and talk about the highs and lows of our season, of our year. I kind of made up a list of things, and like me and Dakota are just going to talk about it. There's some from social media, but there's also some with our personal life. Dakota is actually going to ask some self-reflecting questions, because I feel like this episode should really just be like a reflective episode of the year as a whole. Like, we can break it down bit by bit, but it should still give like, okay, well, what did you go through when you
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get the formalities out the way. Dakota, how was your day?
My day was busy. It was busy.
Mm-hmm.
Busy day. But otherwise it was good.
Okay.
I have not eaten.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit hungry, and I think I was hangry on the road, but I'm fine.
Dakota sped and got me. Dakota was like, I'm on my way for you right now. Alex said, okay. Dakota pulled up at like 2 seconds, like, I'm outside. I said, oh, well, good thing I'm already dressed.
Yeah, I was going.
Yeah,
I was on a Jackie.
Mama's was pumping. My day was okay. Basic work day before Christmas Eve and Christmas. I can't wait to have Christmas off, and I get off early tomorrow. So, whoop-de-doo. Well, y'all are hearing this, so this is technically like Tuesday, but Monday. Yeah, whatever day it is. But whatever. Fuck it. All right.
Thursday.
Today is now Monday. Yes.
Right.
So you're hearing it on Thursday. Pay it. Moving right along. So yes, I have a list of things that I want to go through with Dakota, and we can reflect. Let's start off with the one that was so easy off the top of my head. Love and sex. I don't know why I have love and sex together, but sometimes they go together. Dakota, how was your love life for the year?
Oh gosh. And you know what's so funny is that I really was gonna say, like, I'm just gonna stop talking about anything love related on this podcast, because every time I get in trouble for what I said.
Well, get in trouble again. How was your love life, Dakota, for the year?
It was interesting. I'm not gonna talk about the relationships
Got it.
I've been in, but I will say, like, I found a real great love of self.
Okay.
This year, and the relationship that I built with myself.
Yes.
Like, and loving myself and loving, like, flaws that I used to see as flaws, and like now I see as, like, I'm like, oh, that's a part of me. I actually like that. So that love myself. Relationship wise, it was It was something. It wasn't. I won't say it was crazy, but it also. It was just something, child. It was just something. It was interesting.
My love life this year was non-existent. So I've realized that there are a lot of people. So when it comes to me, I can like you really quickly, but I've learned throughout the year that just because I like you doesn't mean that I need to be in a relationship with you. So I was very much on the more so like, I can't do anything with you unless we're dating or something like that. And I've met a lot of people throughout the year where I felt like, we should be in a relationship. But I was like, you know what? You just have an attraction to them. It's not really like you want to be with them. You just like everything about them. But it doesn't mean necessarily that you need to be with them. So my love life, when I say non-existent, because I haven't been in a relationship this whole year, I guess I've talked to people, but that lasted but so much. I'm actually glad, since this is a year wrapped up, I'm actually glad that a lot of people that I was trying to talk to, it didn't work out, because I felt like we would have got together and then the reality would have set in, and I'm like, fuck, you're not really what I thought.
Right. And that's the thing with me. Like, I wasn't in a relationship. I was in like a situation type thing. Right. But for me, like for me to say that I'm in a relationship, it takes a really long time, and that's why I have very few boyfriends. Right. Like in the span of my life, because you have to be my friend for a very long time before like I can like move on and be like thing. So I know sometimes it feels like, oh, like you're in this this processing stage, but like it's not me processing, it's me trying to figure out like who you are. Like I need to know you. What do you do again? I actually like you, and like do I like you for like a year, more than a year? Like, are you my friend? Because then if you're my friend and I care for you, and then like you'll always be cared for, and that's why I really like starting relationships that way, like on a friendship level. But yes,
a learning level. I feel like, and this is an overall for love, I feel like a lot of people didn't know what the definition of love this year was. And they slowly found. I feel like everybody has their own definition of love. Let me start there, because I was about to go into a tangent. But I feel like everybody has their own definition of love, or what they thought love would be for the year. And as the year progressed, like the definition changed, or they changed, not changed themselves. That was me. Changed themselves, or they've learned a new definition of love. So for example, self-love. Like a lot of people were looking for love, and I think like this year was a prime year for everybody to be like, let me love myself first before I love anybody else.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, for a lot of people.
Then there was other situations where I feel like they were yearning for love, and then they found love in like something they started doing something, and they found the love they were looking for in that. So they started like a special project or a podcast or whatever the case is, and then that's where they found their love. So I feel like the beginning of the year, everybody was so like, oh, I'm looking for love. And I feel like wrapping up the year, they have either found the love they were looking for, but not the way they thought it was going to be, or they're still looking, but they're like close to like a breakthrough. If that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. My little tangent. There was something you said that I cannot think of right now. You just said it too, but it was something self-love? About. Yeah, it was something about, like finding love in something else. Right. And it's like, that's a part of like self-care. That's a part of self-love, because like when you get to a point where you like know yourself so well, it's like, oh, I'm going to do this. I don't know why I wasn't doing that. And then in that you find your purpose. Like, oh wow, like we were like, I was podcasting. Like I didn't know I was going to enjoy that. Or like I was doing this other thing and I didn't know I was going to enjoy that. But like, now I can enjoy anything, and I just don't. What people say doesn't really matter.
I feel like now it gives people are finding like a true self to them. This also goes into my next thing.
We didn't say sex.
Did you have sex? Because I didn't. So
no, I was celibate all year. So I did it.
You did it.
Now it's not really a full year until like January. 20 does like literally the day after
end of January,
Martin Luther King, the 21st probably.
Yeah, I didn't have sex all year. I fooled around people, but that's about it.
I didn't have sex
next
all year either. Yay!
ate that. But yeah,
next year.
Next year. But yeah, I was saying that love, the direction I was going in, it goes into my second thing on my list is health and mental health. I'll go first. Health wise, this has actually been the healthiest year for me. As most of you know or don't know, I have rheumatoid arthritis. So like normally when it gets cold, like my bones get crazy and I can't walk. Well, I can walk, but like my bones hurt. The best way I describe it to people is think of like going to the gym for 2 weeks and not taking any rest days. Like I'm just sore all the time. And the bitches still got me going to the parties to dip it low. So when I say my knee, bitch, it's my knee. But this year has been really, really good. I've had actually no complaints. When I go to my checkups, my doctor's actually shook that I'm like able like to be so mobile. So shout out to my medicine Enbrel, my little butterfly needle that I give myself. Mental health wise, this is what I really want to talk about. This is one of the best years for my mental health, bitch, because I had such a bad mental health from till now. This is the best year. Like I have not had no like depression sinkings. Like maybe I had like 1 or 2 moments, but then I caught myself like no. Before that would have gave, I'm still in it. But mental health wise, this has been one of the best mental health years I've had. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, you name it, bitch. I felt like I've been like on consistent like okay. Like, and I even made like a little mantra. I was like, bitch, you've worked hard. You're gonna work harder. Like. You're loved. I love you. You're at peace. You're protected. Like I felt like everything I wanted to do or accomplish this year, either I've done it or I've put forth the effort of doing it. And I feel like a lot of people when they say they're gonna do things, they don't do it because sometimes like they're not in the right space to do it. But I feel like for my mental health, that bitch was like, sis, I got your back. Let's go. You want to run? Let's run.
Right.
You want to do this? Let's do this. So shout outs to my mental health. Being one of the best, and I hope that this is, and I keep saying I feel like when I turn 30, a lot of the stuff I was worrying about in my 20s, I'm not worrying about it now. Like I'd be able to do whatever I want without me waiting for like approval. Now I'm doing it for me, not for them.
Right.
Whoever the them may be.
Right.
So I hope moving forward that we continuously have good mental health up in this kitten mind of mine. Dakota, right. How was your health?
I think I'm so proud of you that
Thank
you.
you.
Said that you like you haven't had like depression or anything.
No, girl. She had
and that it's been the best year. I would agree with that because like for me, I'm pretty sure I didn't go to the doctor at all this year.
Okay.
Which is it's good. I had no reason
to go there.
And
I
should have went to get a checkup, but I had no reason like anything. I've been really, really good like with like just keep making sure that like if I feel a cold or feel anything coming on to take care of it right away. Mm-hmm. But I could eat healthier.
Okay. Always.
Eat healthier.
That's a fact over here. Well.
But mental health, same. I agree too because like I don't like calling it depression because I was not diagnosed. But like I haven't had like real deep
little sunken
deep
feelings.
Sadness. Okay. And if I do like I make it a priority to handle it and deal with it that day. Mm-hmm. Whether it's cry it out, like feel the emotion, or like just be like give myself extra affirmation, give myself extra like positive reinforcement, positive energy, and like it's been it. Like good. And like it doesn't if it lasts, it doesn't last long, and I think that's like such an improvement from like I was looking at my phone because like in like cleaning like for the new decade because we're going into a new decade, yo. In cleaning for like the new decade, I'm trying to clean out my pictures and like put them to Dropbox wherever they need to go. I was looking at this like I write poems in my phone. I was looking at this poem that I wrote. It was like from 2015. I'm like, oh my gosh, this boy thought he was gonna die. It was so dramatic and sad, and like now it's like I can't really write nothing sad,
right?
Which is good.
Good, that's good. No more sad, no more drama in your life.
But sometimes we like the drama.
We do like the drama.
But I just got to take somebody else's drama and write about it.
Right.
I'm not about to live the drama.
You draw inspiration from their drama, but not giving. Okay.
Right. I'll get sadness from other people.
All right, fuck all the sadness and stuff. Let's talk about jobs this year. I chose this one specifically for you, Coda, because I know you've been going through it. Do you want to go first?
Oh my god!
How has jobs been for you this year, Dakota the Lead?
I literally only had one job this year, which is good. And it's probably gonna be this is probably gonna be my last year, either working at that school or working with children in general. For a multitude of reasons. The job is I really do like the job I have with teaching children. I enjoy it. I think I'm a really good teacher. I understand the concept of whatever I'm teaching, and I make it really relatable for kids to like digest. And I think I eat at that. But like also like I really want to pursue like music and stuff, so I'm really looking to move on and like just go into the field that I wanted to actually like start out in, like music and film and media and all of that stuff. So I think I'm excited to like career switch, but it's like a whole thing. Like I didn't know how hard it was to do that, but it's going to be very hard. So cheers to the next year. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. Well, unlike Dakota the Lead, I like having multiple jobs. So I realized with me, my thing is that I'm a lot more talented and smarter than I thought, or that I hold myself to be. And I noticed that I'll go to jobs and I'd be like, but I can do that. Or I hate when something's not, how do best to describe it? I hate to see people in higher positions than me not doing their job. Because I feel like if I have to bust my ass for this wage that I'm getting paid, and you're getting paid more than me, you should be doing twice as much work. I don't want it to feel like you're just getting your coin off of me doing the work.
Right.
So I left a job, I got a new job, and then funny enough, while I was working at the job, my boss came up to me and she was like, yo, I have a position for you I think you'd be fit for, and that's where I'm at now. So shout outs to her for like getting me this fab HR position. I live for you down. Jobs for me, they weren't difficult to get because the girls can get a job. Okay? Baby, Indeed needs to have a picture of me and say most jobs had by me. I just have a thing with self-respect, number one. I don't want to feel like I'm being used or I'm being taken advantage of, and then my voice is not heard or respected. Because then that's when you have me fucked up. Like, if I'm doing all this work for you, and the minute I come to you and say, hey, do you mind if we get, like, chips for the office or something so minuscule, and you, like, give me attitude, you got me fucked up. Because, bitch, I'm helping you make your money. So if I come to work and I'm doing XYZ 1, 2, 3, and you can't even give me the self-dignity and say good job, or not that I'm asking for it, but, like, common courtesy, we have an issue. A second issue I have with jobs, I don't want to work, I don't want to feel like I'm a robot. Like, we don't got to be best friends. But you can still say hi, good morning, good afternoon, something, bitch. Give me a little, you know, hi, you know, a little something, ho. Not no 011. I'm like, all right, fuck it. And just the overall vibe of a job. You know, guys, people listening, you ever had a job and like you just like used to dread going to work? Like it just get, bitch. It don't matter how much you was making. It was just something about your job that you just did not feel like being at all. Mm-hmm. That's how I get. And I'll get to the point where I'm like, you know, I don't like this job no more. Like, I know they're paying good, but I just don't. I'm not looking for no Chuck E. Cheese job. I'm not looking for no easy, you know, clock in, out. But I want to feel excited to come to work. Yes, I know that wears off as the years go by and you work.
Yeah, and I honestly don't think that that's even true. I think if you really do enjoy what you're doing, you know, there's always work involved in work. Like, even if it's something you enjoy. Right. There's going to be work in it. But if you enjoy doing it, it won't feel as, like, a daunting task. It's going to feel like, I need to get this done because, like... Yeah,
I enjoy it. Like, I caught myself saying, like, damn, I missed work on my day off. And I was like, bitch, I ain't never said that before. But I just, like, genuinely like this job. So, to 2020, I hope this be the last job I have to apply for, one. Because then after that, I should be doing... This job I'm not leaving at all. But I want to be able to manage between this and my podcasting, because I want my podcasting to take over to like me hosting like panels and hosting fashion shows and, you know, hey guys, welcome to blah 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 blah. I'm your host.
Right.
Pay me my coin. Yeah. Next on my list, friends. How have friends? I don't know. I just typed friends, so that this could be a vast whatever. But how was friends in quotations for you this year?
What's funny is that last year on my like goals for this year that we are in now, I wrote, I want to be a better friend.
Okay.
And I think that's so interesting because it's like, now I'm looking back and I'm reading it like, well, what is a better friend?
Right.
What makes a better friend? Is it being honest? Is it always telling the truth? Is it lying? Is it like helping? Is it like what is that? What's the better friend?
Right.
And I realized this year, like, I think there's a lot of things that I like can do to be a better friend, but I also think I'm a very, very, very excellent friend to have. I think in terms of my thing is always communication, and that's like with all of my relationships. I know that it's something that I fall flat on like every side.
Right.
So boyfriend, friendship, family, like it's very like, because I'm so at peace with like my own energy, like I forget that I have to like reach out. Sometimes I get a gut feeling that says, let me reach out to this person.
Right.
I feel like I've
had that. Like, damn, I just thought about you. Hey, what you doing?
Like, and then I'll reach out, but it comes. It does not always happen, and then sometimes I do feel bad. I feel like it feels a little bit neglectful. But otherwise, truthfulness, all that stuff, I was good, and I don't think I lost any friendships this year. I think the friendships I had, if anything, were tested. But yeah.
Okay.
And I think, one more thing. While I said tested, and I think it's interesting because it tested me. It tested not only the friendship, but it tested, well, that question, like, what is going to be a better friend? Because in the old Dakota in high school, walked away from friendships mad quickly and did not look back. Did not look back. But like this Dakota was like, okay, no, like what is it? Now you have to stay. This is hard. This is a friendship, a relationship, like any other one. It's like, are you gonna fight, or are you gonna fight, or you gonna pay it? Okay. And I think like I'd like had that test and I had to figure it out.
Okay. Well, Dakota, I will say that you are actually one of like my core friends, and you've been nothing but a good friend all year. You're quite honest when you need to be. You're considering when you need to be. Yeah, you ate that. Thank you. Friends for me. I didn't have any like really like bad things with any of my friends. I feel like some of the points you actually made are true. I was really big on communication. I feel like when you're friends, okay, so here's my thing when it comes to people and friends. Everybody's not your friend, one. You don't need to call everybody.
Everybody's not my friend.
Everybody's not your friend, one, and you don't need to call everybody your friend. There's some people that are like associates, there's some people that are acquaintances, there's some people that you just, you know, when I see you, it's hi, whatever the case is. But everybody's not your friend. So that should be number one message. Everybody's not your friend. My friends that I have, we all have pretty much the same kind of like mannerisms or thought process when it goes to things. Yes, we have our disagreements, but communication is a big key for me, because I feel like if I can't communicate with you and we're supposed to be like closer than regular people, then what are we doing? Right. And I feel like as a friend too, if I can't come to you and tell you like, hey, you're wrong, or hey, I don't like that, or hey, what do you think about this, then we shouldn't be friends. Because if I'm considering you a friend, I'm considering you I'm letting you into my world. I'm letting you into me. So as a friend, I should be able to come to you for anything, and you should be able to, as a friend, like, look, I don't like what you did, or I think you should do this. As much as much as I want you to be there for me when I'm doing wrong, I want you to be there when I'm doing good. So if you feel like, oh, I feel like you should do this, that's what I want. I feel like if communicating, we should be able to talk, whatever it is, no matter how it is, blah blah blah, X Y 1 2 3. So for me and friends, I've been good. what I will want in 2020 is I want us to take it up a notch. With friends, you still walk on eggshells when it comes to certain things, or if somebody wants to start something or somebody wants to do something, even with my siblings, I'll use my siblings as an example. We're very close. We have no issue saying whatever the fuck we want to see each other. But then there's also times where we have like, okay, I don't want to say this because I know how they'll react, or I don't want to do this because I don't, this person's not going to like it. I want us as friends, and this goes for everybody, that if you have friends out there, that I want you to challenge your friendship in 2020. Not challenge it like, oh, I want to see how hard we can go without breaking, but like, let me hold you really accountable to the stuff you do. Not let me just,
right.
Not me telling you, oh, I don't like it. Like, bitch, if I don't like it, I'm just not going to speak to you for like the week until you catch the hint. Like, bitch.
Right.
Yeah. Along that, yeah. I knew what the fuck I was saying, god damn it. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I agree. I think I already do that, and I think that's what challenge. I think that is a way to challenge.
Like, if I don't feel away, I don't feel away, and then that's just it.
Right.
But if I feel away, I am gonna say something.
Right.
I don't want you.
Also, what I really enjoy is like I feel like this year also I found a new level of trust in a lot of friendships.
Yes.
That I knew that like we were friends and I knew we were close, but I feel like this year was very much
that's my bitch.
It was like solidified.
I can trust
for a lot of different friendships that I've encountered, and also like because there's a way in like which you speak to your friends that like even if you disagree, I still also like me personally. I still also like. Now I see a little bit more of your perspective of how you look at things. So we had this I asked the question in our group chat, and I said, if I like was talking to somebody and he's at the club and I didn't really like care for them, and I asked y'all and y'all started talking to them, do y'all want me to tell y'all or not? And everybody was like, yeah, tell me, make sure you my bitch.
Yeah. And
I'm just like, oh, I was gonna say nothing.
Dakota don't care.
But then when I heard the reasoning, I said, oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Of course. Why wouldn't I have not thought of that? So like it also like opens me up to different perspectives that I would have just been closed-minded on. And I think that's what friends do. It's called holding yourself, like being like, bitch, you're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong. I want you guys listening that I want you to reevaluate who you call your friend. It is nice to be loved by all, but sometimes not all the bitches love you. Some bitches just want to be in your circle to know what the fuck you doing. Some bitches are plotting against you. The girls that tell you, no, don't do that, don't do that. Every time you do something, no, I don't think you should do that. Oh, no, I don't think you should. Those are not your friends.
And from, like, even from, like, a spiritual, like energy, like, standpoint, like, if you, like, you accepting all that, like, all that energy from all those people, you don't know who is cursing you, who is freaking, like, jinxing you or anything behind your back.
Failure,
and, like, you don't need
bitch.
to receive all of that energy.
You don't.
That's why I'm very selective of, like...
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's not your friend. And another thing, since we're on topic and we're just reflecting, be careful of who you tell certain things and what you say.
Always.
Just because a bitch got an opening ear does not mean it's an ear because they care. It's an ear because they're about to relay your shit to mad people. Now when you walk in the store for a chopped cheese and bitch is looking like, oh, that's the bitch that shit on herself. Nobody else is supposed to know that. Now you done fucked up.
Right.
Even with personal shit, and I'm saying it in a joking manner, but in all honesty, be careful of who you tell. The bitch that you call talking about, oh, can I talk to you? And she like, the whole time she texting the next bitch like, look at her.
And you know what? Oh my gosh. I felt what
you felt
said.
it? Thank you.
Because what you learn is like people, like literally people are going to just want to receive information.
Yes.
So that they can go spread it around.
Yes.
And that's why I don't tell nobody my dong on business. Because people are gonna go tell your story to other people just for a fucking laugh. Or maybe not even a laugh, to be like, look at that bitch.
And when y'all out here like, oh, I trust this person, they would never do that. Bitch, those are the main bitches that are telling your shit.
it's always, and let me tell you something, I can give you a hint. It's always look at whatever, look at your social media, look at your Twitter, look at all of that stuff, and look and see what each of your so-called friends are tweeting about. And if they're always talking about other people and other things and da-da-da-da, then maybe, just maybe, I would be a little bit.
If the bitches can talk about everybody bitch information, girl, you on the roster too. You right there getting fucking ate up in the comments. That little subtweet that you thought was about you, it's about you, bitch. You didn't brush your edges down this morning. Now she talking about you. I hate edgeless bitches.
Let me tell you, if somebody dared try to spread something about me, I would have to fuck up all my friends. So it would only have to come from them. I don't tell no random people no story.
Ciao. Next on my list is creativity and good spaces. I feel like you have a lot to say for this one. So, Dakota.
Good spaces?
Well, creativity-wise and good spaces. So, how was, like, your creativity for this year?
Oh, my gosh. I think it was... Yeah, you're right. I think it was...
See?
You have a lot to talk about.
I knew.
It was interesting. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. It, like, took a dive.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's just something about like making art where it's like I thought I was like really not doing anything, and then like once again I reflected and realized, oh shit, I did so much. Mm-hmm. So good spaces wise, I just want to say like I'm gonna talk about mental spaces again, but like mentally I've been in like a really good space, and I was also thinking about like how like I was able to do something that I didn't know I can do. And all the things that I wanted to do creative-wise, like, I'm doing it. So, like, I am now making my own art. Like, I'm like, shooting myself, finding locations for myself. And this is just on, like, the photography end. Now I'm trying to get clients so I can also artistic direct for some of their projects and their things. And then, like, even, like music-wise, I was able to, you know, I like, took all the stuff and poems that I wrote and songs that I wrote, and I, like, started sharing it. And I think that was a big accomplishment. And I remember the first episode I said, you know, I'm going to probably try to share it. That's, like, that was the goal, was to, like, share it with people. I, like, shared it, and I feel, like, really accomplished.
And you ate that.
Yeah.
You did.
I'm, like, proud. Creatively. And then like I'm also in school now for a
scholar.
Yeah, for something I want to do in music. So I'm actually excited about that too. So I'm bringing that into the new year.
Okay. Creative wise for me, bitch, you're listening to it.
Right.
And I feel like this has actually opened like a palette of a window of opportunities for me to take this in so many directions. Like I said, I see myself not just speaking on a mic, but like hosting events, hosting panels, bitch, hosting Instagram lives. I don't know, but just like if there's a need for a host, bitch, me. Like if you have like a cocktail sip or a preview or something, like I could still give like a hey guys.
Yeah, you found out that you're a personality.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah. I think that's also interesting because you like in like doing like in finding out what you it's kind of like and I think this was like how a lot of people felt in whatever respective like creative spaces they've been in. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna do it.
Right.
Why not? And like now it's like before I was like I can't do this and that and that.
Right.
Like people make up job titles all the time. You can do it.
You can.
You just gotta do it.
You just gotta actually. And I think that's one of my biggest things. I was like, bitch, stop saying I'm gonna and just do it.
Like I'm gonna do a podcast. Now you're doing videos. Now you're doing live. Like you can host events. You can do whatever the fuck you want because you just put your fucking mind to it.
I will. God damn it.
That goes for everybody. Like everybody.
I want next year to be like a year of yes for everybody. That's where I'm at. I want like everybody to like stop saying I'm going to and just do it. Like you wake up one morning and be like, bitch, I want to be a stripper, go shake your ass. I want to go sell drugs, well bitch, find the right connects, but have fun. Bitch, you want to do OnlyFans? Prop that camera up and do it. Baby, make sure that leg is up behind your head.
Nobody's stopping you, but
nobody's stopping you.
And what I learned, I don't know where I heard this. I know I heard it recently. Is that there's only 3 things people are gonna react in 3 different ways. They're gonna either hate it, they're gonna either love it, or they're not gonna give a fuck.
Okay,
so you might as well do it.
I feel like there's so much hell that because the girls get on social media and they're like, "Fuck, I don't want to do this because I know they're gonna talk about you regardless."
They're gonna talk about you regardless.
And while you sitting over there like, "Damn, bitch, I should have made my OnlyFans." The next bitch done already racked in $32K for 1 month. Now, bitch, do you want to be a next $32K bitch, or do you want to actually do like?
Some people are gonna hate it.
Some people are gonna hate it, and some people are not gonna give a fuck.
Some people just don't care. They just don't.
They don't.
Oh my god, that's how I'm gonna live my life. I'm going to write that on the wall and look at that every day when I walk out.
Some people love it, and some people just
whatever
don't give
you
a fuck.
do. Some people
that's a cute
are gonna
tattoo.
hate it. Some people are gonna love it. It was fuck. It was I don't remember who it was. I just thought I did.
Good space wise, I've had a really good space. I think from one of our episodes back when I said your good space is not the space where you're at, it's you. And the minute you felt like this space isn't for me, you can take your shit and go.
Right.
And I think that's what I've been doing. Like, I've chosen where I want to go more so of like, oh, I'm just gonna go because that's where everybody's. No. I can stay home today. But if the girls want to go and I feel like I'm in a good space, then I'm gonna go. And if I don't feel like the space is for me, then okay, well, I'm leaving at.
What do you think your biggest accomplishment was this year?
Defeating
in terms of good spaces and creativity. Like, do you think it was a podcast, or do you think it's something bigger than that?
So the podcast is the catalyst, but I think my biggest thing was like defeating self-doubt.
Yes.
So I felt like everything, there was just like a little me keep saying no, like Destiny's Child bitch, and like me like stepping out of, even if it wasn't the podcast that I did, but just me saying no, I'm gonna do it, and literally the mantra, the worst thing that can happen is either they're gonna hate it, bitch, they're either gonna like it, or some girls ain't even just gonna pay attention to it. So but as long as you're doing it, that's why I tweeted this last night. I said a lot of the girls like to jump into I hate when a girl likes to bandwagon and join a lane just because they see it's the it thing right now. All the girls want to be vloggers and podcasters and spiritual girls. I'm talking about the tarot readers and spirituality. But do you actually have the passion for it? Like, y'all see the likes and the retweets, y'all see the numbers and the what it can be, but do you actually have the passion for it? And I think that for me was not a challenge, because I'm like, bitch, after like episode 3 of season 1, I was like, oh no, this is it. So the passion was there. It was just my self-doubt of like, all right, fuck, but what if they don't listen to it? Or maybe I should try to talk about this. And I'm like, no. I'm going to speak on whatever I want to speak. The episode is whatever it gives. Gagging that our random episodes be the best fucking episodes, bitch.
Right.
And we be sitting here like, are you sure? But that's what goes off. So yeah, my biggest thing was defeating self-doubt and like just going for it. No matter what, even out of podcasting, just for like jobs too, like bitch, going for it.
I would agree with that too. I realized like, and then looking back even further, you realize how many things you could have done if you would have not said no.
Right.
Like how many, like I was looking at my Dropbox once again, looking at videos from like 2014, 2012, 2013, when I was like just entering high school and I was writing songs, and I was like, well, if I would have just fucking tried to pursue that then, imagine where I would be. I'm glad you always find your way back to your path when you let it happen.
I said this at Brandon's house. I said, bitch, the girls be thinking that they busting the motions out. Girl, it's already been preordained. Yeah. Like what's for you is supposed to be for you.
Right. And sometimes you stray away, but you always with self-realization, with self understanding, you're always gonna come back to where it's supposed to be. And it's like, nobody, once you have that and you have the other thing of not giving a fuck of what people think, you are literally like in a key position to like achieve anything you want in your life.
Absolutely. Let's see, what else do I have on this list to talk about? Oh, So I have this here. I wanted to get serious for like a couple of minutes. I wanted to talk about like trans lives matters. I just wrote it down. Thing. I didn't look up everything, but I just want to talk about like the senseless killings of this year. I think up to 22 transgender people have been killed this year. It could be more. I want 2020 to be a less deathful year. One, I know people want acceptance, and I know people want understanding. There are some people in life that are just going to be naturally ignorant. There are just going to be some people that they don't want to. I'm going to use your mantra. There's some people that like it. There's some people that don't like it, and then there's some people that don't give a fuck.
Right, but unfortunately for lives. That mantra I don't think can be applied because like you need to if you don't like something, right, it does not matter, right. You cannot kill people, right. You cannot take it upon yourself. You need to have basic human decency. Yes, that's just literally letting people live
if they're not bothering you
whatever they fucking do,
right
and whatever they do.
Yeah. If they're for me, and we said this in an episode before, I feel like if they're not bothering you and they're not in like, no, fuck that. If they're not bothering you or it has nothing to do with you,
it has nothing. It's not even if they're not bothering you. It has nothing to do with you.
Right.
Like it's somebody's life. At the end of the day, it does not matter because people are dying. Yes. And I was having this conversation with somebody about something that was going on Twitter, but I wasn't on it. They were telling me what they were reading, and I said the same thing. There's no reason to be transphobic. There's no reason to be homophobic. There's no reason to pin the black community against the black LGBTQ community or the black community against the LGBT period community because we are still both oppressed. So what does it mean for two oppressed groups to be going against each other when there is something else at hand that are keeping people like us oppressed? Right. What is there to compare? Media coverage? It doesn't matter. People are dying. People are still dying. It's people's lives. So no, I don't like that. That's something that's been bothering me. Like especially, and I hate to say it, but especially when it's always when you have to call out the people who are killing. Yes. So people who are killing black trans women are black straight men. And whenever you have to verbalize that, yes, it's always a lot of hits from the black community. And more specifically, it's a lot of hits from the black cisgendered female community against trans women as well. And there are a lot of like activists in feminism who really don't fuck with that intersectionality of like black, right, trans.
It's like taboo.
Yeah. So it's like it's one of those things. I'm so frustrated with it. Like I am literally ready to like just make a new piece of land and take everybody with me. Like, come on. All my people.
You get a land. We're going.
Because it's just so frustrating. And I know the last time I was on social media, it was 22, and like, God knows how many it is now.
I definitely want, for me, I just want like the killings to like stop.
I just want people to live their lives.
Right. Like, without. If you can go and do what you want to do.
There's something else I want to say. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's about being an ally, being an advocate. Like, so there's one thing that I'm learning in like my like in like being a feminist is that sometimes you're going to get called out too, and like you can't shy away from being called out. Okay. So a lot of sometimes. Even in like the gay in the LGBT community, trans people would tell you like y'all are not helping, right. And you can't say something like, oh, but it's me, I'm helping. Like, right. You can't say that about everybody because then we could use that same statement for white people when they say, it's
Imagine
not me,
how
I'm
we
not
feel.
racist, but everybody else is.
Right.
So, like, you can't do that. If somebody calls you out, and there's a lot of things I'm learning with feminism, like, I'm like, I didn't see that perspective. But I was like, also, like, it's not my, it's not my place to have an opposing opinion if I'm not going through it personally. So if females are saying, stop killing us, stop sexually abusing us, stop doing that, I'm going to believe them because I have not had that experience. And my first thing is to believe people. So you can't be afraid to, you can't be afraid to be called out on your bullshit. Even if it was like unintentional bullshit.
Okay.
Allies, advocates.
And Dakota told you. Trans lives still matter. I just want the hashtag. For me, I just want the senseless killing to stop. Dakota went in depth, but I'm going to keep it very short and simple.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You're reflecting.
I am reflecting.
And this goes for anything. If it does not bother you, if it does not pertain to you, mind your fucking business. That's it. You do not have the right to take nobody's life because you wouldn't want nobody to take your life. Period. Point blank.
The violence is ridiculous.
Like,
it'd be like such stupid reasons too.
And then
like,
now you in jail sitting there like
you got caught because your homeboys are playing you.
And I
you
feel
were actually attracted.
Right, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with uncomfortability and like
it being so taboo
and unsure. Bitch, I was about to make up a whole word, unsure whatever within yourself. So like now that you've like found out like, oh, that's what you like, and then people find out and now they clown you, now you feel like you must take it upon yourself to like prove your self-worth or prove your masculinity. And I'm like, for what? Taking that person's life does what for you? Because if they're clowning on you, they're still gonna clown on you. Or if they're making fun of you or whatever the case is, they're still gonna do it. So you taking this person's life did what? Besides put you behind jail now for umpteen years.
Right.
Child, trans lives matter. Do you have your self-reflecting questions that you would like to share?
Yeah. Do you want to? You want to do past year this episode and then do New Year's next episode? Okay. Yes. Let's do past years. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is it. No, this is not it. It's the other one. It's the other one. Okay, it's this one.
Okay.
What are you most grateful about this past year?
I am most grateful for understanding of myself and finding like self-love and love for the things I'm doing that I should have been doing. So I'm just grateful for like me finally understanding me.
Okay.
Haha.
I think I'm grateful for like the friendships that I cultivated.
Okay.
What was I don't like that one.
Oh.
These are all. I feel like we all touched on these. So what?
You trying to find questions that we haven't said?
I'm trying to find questions that we haven't said.
Chill.
Okay, what was one of your like most courageous things you did this year?
Most courageous? I don't think I did anything courageous.
I know mine.
What's yours?
Mine is go to Paris.
Okay.
Like actually traveling by myself.
Okay.
To Paris and going to a new out of the country by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was really like, I said I wanted to do it and I did it, and I like had a good time.
Okay.
So like that was like one of the most courageous things. And I was sitting in a park at the last day before I had to get back on the plane, and was sitting and writing in a park, and I was like, I cannot believe I'm like sitting in a park writing in Paris.
It's giving the happening. No, I don't have anything courageous. I mean, no, because that's cliche. No, I didn't do anything courageous this year. Yet. Because we still have time.
Okay. I don't know what this question means, so I'm going to say it out loud.
Okay.
Because I can't read it in my head.
Okay.
What did you get absolutely clear on this year? Oh, okay. I understand.
Oh, that I'm that girl. This year has taught me, and what has been clear to me is that I have so much untapped potential when it comes to shit that like my mind, where I literally like where I thought it was like me going crazy. Okay, guys listening, think of like 10 voices in your head just randomly ranting. When you fine tune that like frequency where they're all in one like tone, that's my head. I'd be like, oh, I should do this. No, I should do that. I shouldn't do this. But bitch, I began the girls all together one time. Be like, bitch, this is what you should be doing. And it like comes out. Me to design fucking business cards, bitch. To fucking the website to do the shirts and how the shirt should be and the colors and just like when I put my mind to something, I eat that.
Right.
And if these are like baby projects, it's been made clear to me that when I actually like start putting my foot on the girls' throats, y'all are gonna need a trachea tube. Y'all are not gonna be able to breathe. That's what it gave me. Like, clear to me that I should have been doing this, and I'm gonna keep doing this. Wow.
I feel that.
Thank you.
I feel that.
That was Mrs. Santiago of Aruba. Dakota, what? Same question.
I think I want to be, or I think what I got absolutely clear on this year was that I do not want to be an influencer.
Okay.
Like, I realized, like, I do not like
public.
I do not like that word, and I don't like the weight it carries.
Okay.
With something, and I feel like I got absolutely clear on the fact that I'm an artist.
Okay.
That I'm sensitive about my shit.
Right. Right.
And like, it's never going to be business.
Right.
It's never going to be like not authentic. Like, everything I have to do has to be authentic. It has to like align with like the morals and the values that I set for myself.
Yes.
And I learned that with like my like creative side, but I also learned that with fucking friendships, and I learned that with relationships too. Like, no, if I cannot hold you to the high standard. At first I used to think it was a high standard. I was like, I'm like, it's high. Like, maybe I really should lower it. And then like halfway through a couple of like relationships, like friendships and family stuff too, I realized like, no. I'm like, that's why I'm so hard on my damn self, because I hold myself up to that standard too, and I'm going to hold everybody else up to that standard too. If y'all don't want to be there,
right,
you're never going to see me again.
You're never going to see me again.
Never gonna see me again.
To piggyback off of your influence thing, I also realized that I don't want to be an influencer. With my dissertations and then this podcast, like, shout outs to Calvin. Calvin was like, you're now like a public figure. Like, the girls are making memes of you. They're saving videos of you. They're doing the responses with your little clips. Like, you're a socialite now. And I'm like, that wasn't my goal. Like, I wasn't doing this for the girls to be like, oh my God, it's Demi, let me put you on a party flyer. That's not my goal. We won't be partying at fucking Club 51 with my face on it, bitch. That's not happening. And if it does happen, then girls, somebody let me know, because that's not me that approved it. Do I want to be a household name? Sure. I feel like if this was to get like syndicated and picked up and is now a talk show or radio show with the cases, I'm with the shits, but I'm not doing it for fame. Yeah, and that's what a lot of girls I've noticed started doing when they started picking up these crafts. And I'm using YouTube, you can see it. The girls are using crafts to become something that they're not, because they see that it's in. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for listens. I'm thankful that I get the listens I get. I'm thankful for the conversations that I've had. I'm thankful for the overall response. But in no way, shape, or form am I doing this to be the next fucking Wendy Williams.
Yeah, I think right. I think that's, and I think the reason why Wendy Williams got so big is because she also is doing it authentically. Right, she's just being herself. Yeah, I just like the bitch be laughing at me. And I'm like, girl, I'm dead serious. And I think that's the thing, right? So like, you have to be yourself. Like, and that's why, like, halfway through the year too, I was like, I'm gonna just post these pictures up. Right. I used to be like very like, on Tuesday, I know I get my highest engagement. A schedule. My highest engagement is Tuesday nights. I'm gonna post it this time every night on Tuesday. Right. Until it's finished. Right. Now it's like, it's alike. Like, people are gonna see it when they see it, and they're gonna like it or they're not gonna like it. And like, it's going to be put out there. Like, do you want a like? Do you want 10,000 likes, or do you want like work because somebody saw your picture? Right. Like, do you want like 5,000 comments, or do you want like $5,000? And it really comes down to like, I'm not doing this for clout. I like want to do this because I want to make my living.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this. I would love for this to be like a real thing. I'm not gonna quit my job and then be like, well, hey guys, I just do a podcast. No, I'm gonna work. But the overall response has to be good, and I don't want to be an influencer if that means that I have to like, hi, join Fashion Nova, blah blah blah, or hey, here's my Amazon wish list that you guys should click on, or and hey,
buy me this and buy me that.
I'm sponsored at that, or hey guys, I would love if you. No, bitch.
I was about to throw.
Right, that's why I caught myself. Bitch, if I don't got it, I don't have it. The only thing of monetary value that I ask from y'all is if y'all buy merch. And fun fact, because the girls asked me, oh, you made it 30% off, how Teespring works, now that it's 30% off, I only get back $1.27 in profit. So when I made it 30% off, yes, you paid like the $20 or $30, but bitch, I'm only getting like 50 cents out of that. I'm not doing that for me. When Dakota said for the people, it's really for the people.
Right.
Like, it's for y'all to get y'all shit. The little money that we do get from that,
we don't ask for money either.
We don't.
I think that's the thing. Like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this for money. No. We're not doing this for you to pay rent.
No,
we're not fucking.
We good.
We're not here begging and then like going to live like lavish lives.
Right.
Like, no, we live our regular
lives. Right.
When we don't have it, we
don't have
find
it.
A way, or
right.
we either don't have it,
or we don't record.
And like, I think that's what's missing in a lot of like people's like
work. Yeah.
It's like, I see you posting this and you're posting that and you're posting this and you're posting that and like, hey, like this link, hey, need my rent paid, hey, like all this stuff, and it's like,
oh, well, are you?
It's like, okay, now you have fans, like, and then now you're like using people, and that's why I'm very wary of like,
yes,
you know, just meeting some people, like some social media people.
Yes,
because like I don't want to. I'm not a fan.
Got it. I don't listen to your shit. I got it. Do you have another question, or do you want to take our break for our first hour?
I'll end it with this.
Okay.
What was the greatest lesson this past year? I feel like we already answered.
The greatest love of all.
Let me see.
The greatest lesson you've learned this year?
No, I don't. I feel like we already said that.
Yo, that was like, what is it you taught you? There's nothing to achieve. Bitch, I just butchered up that song. Whitney!
Let's take our break.
All right, y'all. So we will be back for our second hour of our season finale. BRB.
BRB.
I said farewell. You took it well. Promise I won't cry or spill milk. I said farewell. You took it well. Promise I won't cry or spill milk.